All right, so why don't we start with your name?
David, I'm David Randolph.
David?
David.
Okay. And you're down at Occupy Louisville today.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell me why you're here?
Well, because of all the situations in the politics, the way the world is politically, and the way it's actually hard for us young men and women to get a job, and the felons to get a job. I'm hoping that we could actually fix it by stating our opinion and fighting for what we believe in.
What do you think that this movement might be able to do to make jobs more available?
Well, if we do it correctly, as we're planning on doing it should be able to like help it to where the way the economy is right now, hopefully it'll be to where it's kind of hard to explain, but basically the way I see it, I want it to be to where it'll help us to where people like me and my brother Jamie will actually be able to get a job without having any problems, because as of lately I've been here for 6 months, haven't really had a job because of the fact that either people aren't hiring or it's just they're low on staff. But yeah, I walked into McDonald's and there's only 3 people there. So hopefully this movement will help people open their eyes to see that the younger people need the opportunity just like the older ones.
Do you think that is a lot of what the movement can do, is simply opening people's eyes and so that people see that there's a problem that needs to be dealt with?
Well, that's actually what we're trying to do, but it's actually kind of hard when there's people that really don't want it to happen, when there's people that actually would love to try fighting against it. But the way I see it, power is in the group. How many people is there? How many people are fighting for the same thing? And in the Occupy, it's actually a good thing because of the fact that we're all under one, we all stand united, and we just, no matter what, we strive to do with the best we can. And as of lately, I have been bringing in people, going out talking to people and actually bringing them in, because power stands with numbers, and with numbers we could get stuff done if we try to.
What are some of the things that you would like to see done with that power? If you get a bunch of people here and you feel like you have some power, what are a couple of the most important things that you think that group might be able to actually make happen?
First of all, that group will be able to stand up for our rights, stand up for what we believe in. That should be basically bring back the way that it used to be, how it wasn't that hard to get a job, and just basically show not only the cops, not only the courthouse, but everyone around the world that if you stay united, you can prosper, things will happen.
A lot of the Occupy movement is focused on we are the 99%. So it's saying that it seems to be saying that government really isn't working for the bulk of the people; it's working for just a few at the top. What do you feel about that?
The way I see it, okay, I just got out of jail for 2 fines, and the way I see it, the government, the courthouses and stuff are working against the lower class and actually working for the higher class, because the way I see it, if you got enough money, the way everyone looks at the money is power. If you got money, you could buy your way out of things. But us people that's low class with no money, or with not that much money, it's harder on us because we got to deal with the fact that the law, the government itself, is not really trying to help us out unless we got kids and stuff. But most of the young people that are going through this, what I noticed in jail is basically most of the people in jail are young. And like I actually told the security guard at the store, okay, we're out here trying to get a job, but it's hard on us. That's why you see people going to jail for selling weed, for doing all kind of other stuff, trying to get money, because of the fact that, okay, if you ain't got a job and you trying your hardest to do the right thing, I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying my hardest and it ain't easy. It's like a real man's supposed to work, but how are you gonna work when you constantly get turned down?
What kind of work do you look for?
Well, a couple months ago I was doing bricklaying. Me Me, I'm the type of person that I don't care if it's inside or outside. It could be bricklaying, it could be helping building houses, it could be restaurant jobs. It doesn't really matter as long as I know that I can get a job. Because without a job, like I said, without a job, it makes me feel like I'm less of a man because of the fact that I see people out here every day with a job coming home or going home from work. And I moved up here 6 months ago. I have somewhere to stay, but I really don't use that to my ability because of the fact that I don't have no way of bringing no money home, and it makes me feel like I'm using the person. And I was raised by a military family my whole life. My adopted father was was in the army. Most of my family, I have family that's in each branch of the military. And they raised me to where a real man is supposed to, if not be in school, they're supposed to be finding a job to make money. A man should not have to walk around with his stomach around, not knowing where his next meal is, not knowing where he's gonna lay his head next. And that's basically what this whole Occupy Louisville is about. Helping the men and the women of Louisville to get on the right track, helping everyone that is in need of a job, that is in need of basically anything, trying to open the government side and see that it ain't easy for us. They got money, they got their jobs, they really don't worry about no one else, but we're trying to open their eyes and show them, okay, just because you got it, doesn't mean that we shouldn't have it. We are equal just like them.
So it sounds to me like you're not asking for a handout. You're looking for a job. You're willing to work hard.
I'm actually hoping that's what this will do, is open up a couple people's eyes and show them that I'm not the only young person out here looking for a job that it's hard for. Hell, there's people that lived here most of their life that I talk to, and they ask them, hey, do you got a job? They say yes, they say no. Some say yes, but most of them say no, because of the fact that either they're young or the businesses think, okay, just because they're young, that they ain't gonna be a hard worker. I'm here personally to say that just because we're young doesn't mean we can't work hard. There's a lot of young people out here that are willing to work, and not only work, but work hard for what they get.
I wanted to ask how welcoming you found the group here, in terms of when, I don't know how long you've been here, but how welcoming people seemed when you came, and as you've watched other people come, whether they're just coming for an hour or two to hang out, or if they're coming to actually stay the night and that type of thing. Do you find they're a good, nice group of people? They're pleasant?
Well, the first night I came, it was actually kind of, because I wasn't dressed properly, it was kind of iffy. But once they got to know me and I got to know them, it was like I instantly became part of the family, part of the movie. Even though I wasn't really in it, they let me stay, they gave me food. They see I ain't had nowhere to stay, they see I ain't had nowhere to go eat, so they gave me food, gave me a place to stay, and the next day they sat down and talked to me, asked me what I am looking for and what I think the issues are, and I sat down and talked to them, and they actually became a pretty good group. I actually enjoy working with them, working by their side, showing people that, okay, just because we're out here, just because we ain't got nothing doesn't mean we can't fight for what we need, fight for what we want.
Have you experienced the group kind of rejecting anybody who's came along, or you find that they're just very welcoming?
They're actually very welcoming to a certain extent. There's some people that has came out here drunk and high, but yet they have tried working with them. But they'll actually work with almost anyone. As long as you don't come out here arguing and yelling for no reason and just acting stupid, they'll actually work with you. They'll help you understand what it's about more, and they'll basically put you on the right track to the movement.
Great. Is there anything else that you would like to say in general?
All I would like to say is to everyone out there that's actually in the struggle, that actually needs the help, that would actually love the help. We're on 6th and Liberty, right next to the courthouse. we need as much help as we can get. Just if you ever had the time, come out, join us, and hopefully we can make the movement a lot better than what it's been going. It's been going good, but with your help, we could achieve a lot.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
You're welcome.